Man, I got a carburetor in the road. I got a carburetor in the road. I need to fix it. I got a carburetor.
And you wanna write it down. Would it kill you just to listen? And you wanna sell it out, but the words are out of position. Hold on till you see the break of dawn. Brush your hair back from your face. You won't see me when I'm gone. When I'm gone.
So we put out our first record like almost 3 years ago. We toured it for almost 2.5 years incessantly, and then we just got to a point where we'd written all these songs and we wanted to put a new record out, so we started working with all these different producers. We went out to LA, Nashville, we did some here in Atlanta, and for the most part we had done our first record like any band, and we went in and we did it. And on this one we started getting more ideas of what we wanted. You know, Dak started writing and rewriting things about 100 times, and it became a lot harder. So we're just trying to make it right this time and trying to get it the way we want it, and you know, something that we're really happy with at the end of the day.
LA was cool. The producer there, I don't think, was really clicking with us, and he was going for a sound that I don't think really matched the band at all. And but I think we had to kind of get our own sound on the record.
Everybody always has their idea of what your band should be, but I kind of got to the point where I didn't think anyone knew what my band should be better than me. So we just started pounding songs out really, really fast, putting them on MySpace, and kids started listening and getting really excited, and that made us excited, and everything just started to snowball, and so here we are with a brand new record, and you know, hopefully everyone will take to that as well.
Lights is about a guy who falls in love with a hooker.
So where will you go? And who will you know? When the lights go down, screaming. So where will you go? And who will you know? When the lights go down, just hold on. So where will you go? And who will you know? When the lights go down, let the lights go down, screaming.
The version of Lights that you're hearing in this EP is the final version. That song has been through so many changes in so many different directions. It originally started out as a slow song.
So where will you go? Who will you know? When the lights go down, screaming. So where will you go? And who will you know? When the lights go down.
It was a great song. I thought it was an excellent song. It had a lot of potential, but it just didn't. It wasn't right.
We probably had 2 or 3 slow versions, went to LA and made some really cool versions, but they just weren't us. We even were kind of not forced, but we were asked to try to do it even in a pop version, and we did it, just wasn't us. And it wasn't until we really went up to Chicago and got with Mark that we said, you know, this needs to be an upbeat song.
We got into the studio and turned it into more upbeat. It was just perfect. Everybody, you know, right at that moment, everybody was just like, that's it.
When I first, I guess, really saw Mark McCluskey's brain work was when he heard this song, and he sat down with the guitar for about 30 minutes and listened to the way it was, and you know, he kind of knew where we wanted it to go, and we all just kind of started chipping in and just kind of feeling this and feeling that, and then, you know, out of nowhere, it just came together, and he just made it exactly what it should be. He made it sound exactly how it should sound, and we were just all like, wow, you know, this is Lights. This is what this song is. Picture Perfect is about anyone in life who thinks they have it really hard and doesn't. A friend of ours, a guy we know, who is just basically constantly thinks the world is against him and is just convinced that no one has it rougher than he does, no one has it worse than he does, and the irony is the guy has one of the greatest lives I think I know. I couldn't imagine life being any easier for most human beings than he has it. I think a lot of times people who think they have it really hard in life are the ones that actually have it pretty good, and those who do have it hard don't realize they have it hard because they're too busy busting their ass to make something out of their own life.
One of the coolest things we did last year, and we know tons of bands do this, but about 3 or 4 of the songs on the EP we went out and we played them live just to try to get the fans' reactions and see what they thought. And time again, it was Picture Perfect. At the very end of that song is a very anthemic, very rock, very fist in the air kind of ending. And people would sing along to it and just love it. And we knew that it had to go on here, obviously. And it's definitely one of those type of songs where the anthem part comes around twice and the crowd's singing it and everybody's louder than the band, and that's the coolest thing you could ever ask for.
It's quiet, confusing, the crying is useless, 'cause that won't make it right. There's no danger, the thrill is gone, excuses a man